Many of us grew up reading Roald Dahl's classic book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's a fantastical journey full of Oompa Loompas, candy, and that elusive golden ticket. Now Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory comes to life at the Denver Center for the Performing Arts. And we have some of the cast here to walk us through the colorful production. We have Matt Wood and Jessica Cohen, and so glad to have you here. I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Thanks, so do we.
Yeah, I can imagine you do. Now, for somebody who's not familiar with the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, what can you tell us about it?
Sure. Well, I feel like a lot of people have seen the classic Gene Wilder movie, but for those who haven't, it's the story of an impoverished young boy who loves chocolate so much, is obsessed with this elusive factory that's on this hill over his town, and then it's been closed for years, and then one day the owner of that factory, Willy Wonka, announces that he's going to have 5 golden tickets sent out, hidden in his candies, and 5 children are going to be allowed to tour the factory. And that's all that's set up. You know, we'll let you see the rest.
It's
but
the tour that
yeah,
makes it interesting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Matt, what character do you play?
I play
Tell us about
Augustus Gloop. So now in our production, the 4 naughty kids are played by adult actors to kind of like let us heighten their more naughty aspects. Yeah, I play Augustus Gloop. He's the gluttonous German little boy who loves sausage, schnitzel, chocolate, all things like that. And, you know, yeah.
What a fun character to play.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, the production really looks colorful. What's it like to play in that world right now?
It's so much fun. It is very colorful. They have a very colorful set and costume design. As you can see, I love my own costume so much. It's so bright and it really pops up there. It's fantastic. You know, the set is constructed with these LED walls that is really technologically amazing. You know, they can really do things on stage now that you haven't been able to do for years. So, yeah, it's quite impressive.
Technology's come a long way, even to the theater.
Yes.
So, Jessica, tell us about your character.
Well, I play Veruca Salt, and Veruca is a terrible, naughty brat, basically. Self-serving and demanding, so it's sort of an alter ego that I get to put on every night. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun to have that alter ego.
She's a little bit of a villain, so it's kind of fun to play that.
Hard to break out of that sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta leave it on
bring
the stage.
that home.
Yeah,
yeah, leave it on the stage. Talk to us about why people should come out and see the show. What are they going to see?
The thing that's really special about our show, I think, is the message behind it all. Despite, you know, how incredible the set is and the colors, and there's so much humor kind of peppered in, it's a really heartwarming story, and at the end of the day, it's a message that I think all of us could use a little bit of, which is that at the end of the day, the gracious, kind heart is really what wins. And you see that through a series of unfortunate and hysterical events, but in the end, you're really taking that message away, and I think it's something that audiences could really use.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited you're here in performing in Denver. What's it like to perform in front of the Denver audience?
I think the Denver audiences have been incredible so far. We're getting amazing feedback, and we're also battling the altitude at first and kind of figuring out that difference for us, which is always different as you travel the country and you get to experience different audiences and different climates, but the audiences here are very enthusiastic. It's really fun.
Now, Charlie is based on a book, but there have also been the movies. So how is it different, the production versus the movies?
Well, our production, it does take 5 songs from the original 5 Leslie Briscoe, Anthony Newley songs from the Gene Wilder movie from the 70s. So it takes a little bit from that, maybe it takes a little bit from like the Johnny Depp movie, but it mostly does stay close to the source material of the book, and it really does kind of become its own thing, you know? It's a little mixing pot of it all, really. Yeah.
Jessica was talking about her character being a little bit over the top and maybe a little different than her personality, I would say. How about you? Is it fun to play something over the top?
It's so much fun to play something so over the top. My character is absolutely ridiculous, and I love getting to put on my big ridiculous costume every night.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's your favorite part of the show?
Well, I actually do really love the costumes. I think the costumes are fantastically done, and as uncomfortable as mine can be to wear sometimes, it's very effective on stage and very fun to play with.
Yeah. Do you both have a sweet tooth?
I'm more of a savory guy, I will say.
I'm a silty as charged.
Yeah, so like all of that. And you've seen the movie, right, Jessica?
Yeah, I grew up watching it, and I just remember especially loving the song Pure Imagination, which is in our show, and singing that with my brother growing up, so living inside that moment on stage, and you can audibly hear the audience kind of take this breath when that
Really?
starts. It's really amazing.
Yeah. How long is the production? When folks go, how long is?
About 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, so
Yeah.
almost the length of a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit longer, but lots of fun for everybody. All ages are welcome.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I think what's really cool about the show is that, of course, kids are going to giggle and laugh and have this fun time, but there's some dark humor in our show that adults are really going to pick up on.
Yeah.
And so it kind of has something for everyone in that respect. Yeah.
Outstanding. Well, so glad to have you both. It sounds like a lot of fun. I want to see it and bring the kids, and I don't think they've seen the movie yet, but it certainly was one of my favorites growing up.
Same.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Well, grab your golden ticket and head to the Buell Theater for Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The production is on now through July 28th. Call 303-893-4100. That's 893-4100 for tickets, or find them online at denvercenter.org.